but they can only call it once.
Got it.
Baty drives one to deep right center field, back toward the wall, and it's out of here. Brett Baty homers to get the Mets on the board, a 2-run shot, and it cuts the Angels lead in half. It's now 4-2.
Well, Keith, you said it. Reverse splits against Anderson. Left-handed batters batting .322 off him this year. Crazy high number.
That is Baty's first home run against a lefty this year.
Got himself a fastball out over the plate and down.
So the Mets get a little life. Baty with a 2-out, 2-run home run to cut the Angels lead in half.
Best timeout he's taken this year.
Tyler Anderson has not gotten through the 7th inning yet this year. And he walks Alvarez to lead off the 7th. Second time Alvarez has walked tonight, and the 5th given up by Anderson.
And Keith, just to put a bow on that, the one thing to keep watching with Alvarez, the rhythm really had to come because of that setup. It had to come with his hands. So you watch as that pitch is really coming in, you'll see Alvarez go from a steady position to moving those hands a little bit to try and get that rhythm moving forward.
Now here's Acuna, and he hits one toward
The middle base hit. Alvarez to second. He turns, is going to try for third, and the throw will go to second base. So Luis Acuna bangs a single up the middle, and the Mets will get the tying run to bat in the 7th.
The youthful Mets.
So Ray Montgomery, the interim manager, trying to push Tyler Anderson through the 7th. But he gives up a walk and a single to start the inning.
Nice base running by Alvarez. Never hesitated. Plays in front of him. He makes his own decision. Well done.
So the Angels go to their bullpen. Green Denvers will come out of the Angels bullpen. 5-2 in the 7th. We'll be right back. Alvarez at third, Acuna at first with nobody out. Nimmo's 0 for 2 and a walk tonight.
And that one hits him in the back, and the Mets have the bases loaded. The Denver's got the first curveball over for a strike. The second one strikes Nimmo. And now Francisco Lindor, who is in the midst of one of the worst slumps of his career, has the perfect opportunity to try and break out.
Look at the fans getting behind him.
Tying runs on base, and Lindor pounds the first curveball into the ground. 0-1.
I can tell you, Gary, when you're mired in a deep slump, when you come up in a big late in the big part of a ball game, boy, oh boy, it really it tests your mettle.
For his career, Lindor is a .336 hitter with the bases loaded. Right now, he's 0 for his last 24. Bases loaded, nobody out. And he hits a chopper to short. Neto comes in, makes the flip to second for one. The relay not in time as the run comes home. Lindor beat the Rap at first. Alvarez scores to cut the Angels lead to 5-3.
Good effort by Neto. He came and got the ball quickly, and it's a quick turn, but Lindor just too quick.
55th run batted in for Lindor. So the tying runs remain on base for Soto, who has seen 3 pitches tonight and made 3 outs. It's the first time in his career he's ever had 3 plate appearances to start a game, each of which ended in 1 pitch. And again, he attacks the first pitch and fouls back the fastball from Denvers.
Here's the turn right here. Nimmo just peels off. Well, he wasn't there, so you either slide and get out of the way.
Randazzo threw a changeup to first base. Edwin says that balk move, so you have to be careful.
Well, he's got to pay attention to Lindor. He's got 15 stolen bases.
And he is the tying run at first base. And Soto takes the fastball down, a ball and a strike. Mets have been successful their last 18 stolen base attempts. It's been more than a month since they've been thrown out. Acuna, outstanding speed at third. Lindor takes off and they let him go. It's a call strike to Soto, and now the tying runs are in scoring position with one out.
That was almost O'Hoppe deciding he had no chance because of the big jump of Lindor and staying with the pitch and framing it.
So now base hit could tie it. The infield stays back. 1-2 coming. And Soto hits a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Acuna is in. Here comes Lindor. The game is tied. Juan Soto drives in a pair, and it's 5-5. Well, they let Lindor steal his way into scoring position, and he comes around on the Soto hit.
Ball down and out over the plate. We've seen Lindor hit that ground ball up the middle a lot. When a base hit's all that's needed.
3-2 coming to Baty. And he walked him. So the Mets have the go-ahead run aboard with one out. 6 walks given up by Angels pitching tonight.
And add on a hit by pitch.
On the sports night after the post game tonight. Get you ready for tomorrow to tell you all about what David Stearns had to say today. Training camp. Getting ready for training camp.
Come on.
So here's Alvarez in his return to the big leagues tonight. He's grounded out and walked twice. He walked leading off in the 7th and sparked a 3-run rally. Now he bats with Baty, the go-ahead run at first. And Baty's been stealing some bases. He's got one on this homestand already. And Alvarez takes a fastball for a strike. Fermin has yet to have a stolen base attempted against him. And Alvarez drives one deep right field. Back goes Taylor. Back near the wall. He can't get it. It's off the wall. Baty around second on his way to third. And Alvarez will pull in at second with a double.
Oh, wow.
Chris Taylor just into the game. Misplayed that ball going back. And Alvarez hit it off the fence. And the Mets have second and third and one out.
Wow, did he botch that one. He just stopped, stood and turned. Oh, wow, that is just that could cost him right here. Well, Baty does the right thing. No, don't do that. A good swing right there, and the fact that he went the other way with the outside pitch, and he gets a break. Maybe that'll get him going.
Now Ronnie Mauricio is going to bat for Luis Angel Acuna to try and get that lead run home from third. Mauricio is 0 for 8 on his homestand. Ray Montgomery is on his way out to the mound. He's got a lefty up in the bullpen. They may want to turn Mauricio around, and that's exactly what they're going to do. One out walk to Baty. Alvarez with an opposite field double. Now Mauricio trying to cash in. And Ronnie pulls one to third. Grabbed on a hop to throw home by Montgomery. It gets away. Baty scores. Alvarez will stop at third.
second straight day they've gotten the lead on an infield grounder in the 8th inning.
Oh, wow.
Moncada made a great stop.
Boy, the Angels defense is just going to cost them a ball game. That's an E5.
They still could have made the play by the catcher. O'Hoppe might have been blinded though by the base runner.
So it's 6-5 New York.
He could have made that play.
Here's Nimmo. First and third, still only one out, and the pitch is inside for ball one. They're going to charge the error to O'Hoppe.
Well, there's plenty of blame to go around defensively for these Angels in this inning.
Well, we mentioned their defensive metrics are awful, and they're living down to them. With slider, 1-1.
He had a tough time getting the grip. There he has it in his palm. But he makes the adjustment. But he rushed the throw.
Through a sinker.
Yep.
Nimmo flies one out to right center. Should be deep enough to get Alvarez home. Taylor makes the catch. Here comes Alvarez, and the Mets have a 2-run lead. Sacrifice fly for Nimmo makes it 7-5 New York. And the Mets taking full advantage of the Angels' largesse. Well, tonight that bullpen has thrown 5 2/3, just 1 run. And the slider in there, and the ball game is over. Ward frozen. Díaz strikes out the side of the 9th, and the Mets come from 4 runs down to win the opener of the series with the Angels. 3 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, and they beat the Angels 7-5.
Well, for me, the big hit in the ball game was the 7th inning, the 2 RBI base hit by Soto that tied the ball game up. The 8th inning, the Angels gift wrapped it 2 runs to the Mets and gift wrapped it the W.
Well, an unsung hero for the Mets, Kevin Herndon, who was just called up a couple days ago, came in, gave him 5 outs, and kind of stopped the tide of the game and gave the Mets a chance to come back in that game. First with the Baty 2-run homer.
Brooks Raley, after 15 months on the sidelines, gets a win. The 15th different Met pitcher to get a victory this year. Díaz picks up his 20th save. Soto with the big hit. Mets take advantage of some shoddy Angels defense in the 8th, and they beat the Angels 7-5. He froze Taylor Ward on that last slider.
Well, you have one ball thrown out with your coconut the pitch before. A lot of people would freeze.
Soto with the big hit. He got the 2-run single that got the Mets even in the 7th. Here's your game summary. Mets have now won 2 straight. They stay a half game behind the Phillies, who won in extra innings over the Red Sox tonight, as Raley in his 2nd appearance off Tommy John surgery gets the win.
The Blue Jays, they lead tonight 1-0 in the 5th. Blue Jays have a long home winning streak they've put together. Here's a drive out to right center by Baty as Wade chases out near the wall, and it is gone. A home run. So Brett Baty was a hitman after all. With 2 outs, a 2-run homer has cut the Angel lead in half.
Yeah, that sinker was low inner third, and that's that happy zone for a left-handed swing. Another good at bat for a left-handed batter against Tyler Anderson. Had to walk against the lefty with McNeil, and then the 2-run home run. Right in that happy zone. And if you hit it on the line, you got a chance to get some carry here in this yard. And that's exactly what he did. Just like that, the Mets are right back in this game.
It's 4-2 on Baty's 11th home run, a new career high for him. And it'll be Alvarez here with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Those younger players at the bottom of the order, those are the guys that need to be the difference makers for the Mets. They can get production from the likes of Baty and Alvarez and Vientos. Lots of danger here for the
energy that they need.
7th inning one time this year. It was on May 6th against the Blue Jays. He went 6 2/3 that day. Trying to 7th inning. Not those guys.
Out that first batter. Backdoor cutter too here. Hesitation.
He's gone from 0-2 to 3-2 on Alvarez. A notorious free swinger. Alvarez being patient here. Full count pitch coming. And it's ball 4. 2 walks tonight for Alvarez.
Especially 0-2 to that point for Tyler has been really, really good tonight.
I don't think he'll face Nimmo if he doesn't get Acuna. He might not face Nimmo anyway. This might be the last hitter one way or the other with Detmers getting ready. It's Acuna 0 for 2 tonight. Number 9 hitter, the last one before the top of the order again, and he strokes a base hit. So Tyler Anderson will not record an out in this 7th inning, and the Mets are trying to cook up a comeback.
Boy, so often we talk about that leadoff walk, and right like that now you gave them the energy that they need from the crowd here.
Yeah, he had him 0-2. That's the real kick. Ray Montgomery sent Tyler Anderson back out for the 7th, hoping he'd take care of the bottom part of the order. But he lost Francisco Alvarez on an 0-2 count into a walk. Acuna singles. Here comes Detmers. All a bunch of 9-figure contracts. Of course, Soto at the richest in history, due up 3rd. And now Nimmo gets hit by a pitch. They're loaded for Lindor.
This curveball went right back to again, slips out of the hand. They're not going to try to get out of the way of that one.
Nimmo's been hit by the 2nd most pitches in Mets history. Well, that's a big one for New York. Now a runner at every base. And the big 3 coming up. Lindor fouls one off his foot. Lindor, Soto, and Alonso. All the Mets' hopes and championship dreams trying to break a 39-year World Series championship drought rest on those 3 guys. All with great resumes, all with big paychecks, and all with all the talent in the world. Reed Detmers with the bases loaded and no outs has to go through him. And he gets Lindor to chop it toward Neto, grabs it, flips to second one, home to first, and it's not in time.
Oh, that was really close too. I'm sure they're going to check that one.
Alvarez comes home, RBI for Lindor. It's 5-3.
Just beat it out. He had to use all that speed in the world. It was really well played by Neto to Randazzo, but just gets the foot down.
So now Soto, who has not taken a pitch yet tonight, with his famously good eye, will stand in here against Detmers. 1st and 3rd with 1 out, and this big crowd at Citi Field into it. Fouled back by Soto at a big cut.
Didn't take again the first pitch.
Soto trying to hit his way out of a mini slump. He homered in his first at bat after the All-Star break, but has not had a hit since. Lots of danger here for the Angels, trying to work around the Mets' big bats in the 7th. Throw to first to check on Lindor, the tying run. The thing about Soto, hits the ball hard. He's hit into 14 double plays this year.
That's a good pitch again, not called.
And ball 1 strike. Lindor's running, and it's in there for a strike, and O'Hoppe won't throw, so now the tying run at 2nd. Base hit would likely tie the game. Lindor swiping his 16th bag.
He's going on first move, but now is the time where Reed Detmers, who can get the punch out, Needs that now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And a ground ball is in the right center field. A base hit will tie the game. Acuna and Lindor come home. Juan Soto comes through, and it's 5-5 in the 7th. Tyler Anderson will not get the win and really pitched himself into a tough situation here with the number 8 and 9 batters reaching to start the inning. But the Angels behind the 8 ball with the top of the order due up. And Juan Soto comes through in a clutch spot.
Yeah, put that one in play to pitch downstairs. Such great stuff, but not a lot of experience, really. So it's a big game here.
Not even in pro ball. Just missed the inside corner and another walk. 6 walks and a hit batsman. You know, that game Saturday in Philly was the same thing. The Angels just walked too many guys, especially at the bottom of the order, which gave the top of the order a chance to do a lot of damage. Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper both did. We've seen that a little bit here tonight as well. Brock Burke is readying for the top of the order. 2 right-handers up here, Alvarez then Acuna before it gets back to Nimmo. The Mets do have Ronnie Mauricio on their bench, a switch hitter. Could bat for Acuna and play second base. Acuna better defensively. Strike 1 to Alvarez. For his 2 walks tonight in his return from AAA.
Especially that last at bat, he was down 0-2. Quite get him to chase anything out of the zone. Pretty patient at bat.
He hits this one in the air deep to right center. Taylor's back out to the wall and he can't get it as it goes over his head. The runner at first had to wait to see what was going to happen. Baty can only make it to third as Taylor maybe didn't go back as far as he should have there, and Alvarez dumped it in off the wall behind him.
Hit that ball well. He's been a big part of this offense tonight with a couple walks, and now it is double.
Boy, Taylor had another step there.
Went down and got that fastball there. You see he's going back on that route. He just thought he was running out of room.
If he had gone back all the way to the wall, he would have caught it. He'd have been right under it.
Just back from the IL, playing right field here tonight.
It's a tough right center there. There's that indentation. That wall kind of juts out. That's kind of where Taylor got stuck. That's a double for Alvarez, and the go-ahead run now Baty at third base. And it will be Ronnie Mauricio coming off the bench to bat for Acuna and forcing the hand of Ray Montgomery. As Fermin has now faced 3 hitters, Brock Burke will enter the game.
Put up in the infield.
Grounds it to third. It's caught by Moncado, throws it home, and it's dropped by O'Hoppe. It gets away. 1 run is in. Alvarez will stay at third, and the Mets take the lead as the Angels can't make the play at the plate.
Well, they had him there at home plate also, because it was hit hard.
It was a play the Mets made earlier. Brett Baty on a leaping play at third threw a strike home and retired Trout. On this play, Moncada went down into that slide. Had some trouble getting a grip. His throw was a little low, but O'Hoppe had to clank off his mitt, and Baty was able to walk through.
Yeah, he almost threw a pound ball home.
Now Nimmo takes ball 1. Mets have their first lead tonight. For the Angels, starting to feel like a game that they've given away. Still have a chance, but Edwin Díaz, a lockdown closer in the 9th. Burke will need to keep it a 1-run game here.
Made that pitch to be able to get that out at home plate.
The fly ball will give the Mets another run. Taylor goes over. But Alvarez will come home, and it's 7-5 New York. And there it is to end the game.
It's a tough one. This is a game where you felt the Halos had this under their command the entire night. To credit the Mets, they came back with 5 in 7th and 8th inning.
Edwin Díaz strikes out the side as they raise the apple here at Citi Field. The Mets win it 7-5.